Hi, and blessed Mabon, everybody. Welcome to our Mabon 2020 chat, super chat, live stream, whatever you want to call it, a crown of gratitude, I think I called it. Yeah, we'll see. Hi, hey, having a lovely first day of fall. Sorry, I just have to check something real quick. I thought I had this turned off just so that it will not interrupt us while we are working, because we want that. Not wow. Okay, good. That's shut off. Good. Okay, I am ready to rock and roll today. I have some supplies because it's Mabon. Just because. I don't have lemon, but I do have salt. So in place of lemon, I have a Wonder Woman mug full, not full of blueberries, about maybe an eighth of a cup of blueberries here, and they're the small ones, so chances are they're more acidic than sweet. So I'll use those. I'm going to do a little tequila shot later on in celebration. Thank you so much. My hair has really been enjoying a life of its own. It wanted its own career, and you know, what are you going to do? You just have to let it do what it's going to do. And them to sponsor me for some reason. I think I just want the free stuff, to be honest with you, but I talk about them all. If I see somebody in Stop and Shop, it's been a while, obviously. In Stop and Shops, I peapod everything now. But I would say, over time, they go, yeah, I go, me too. Right? It's like this little club. It was Allure's best something product. I don't know. I've written so much copy. I don't even like reading other people's copy anymore. If you have an apple, go get it. If not, that's okay that you don't. Just an apple is really a lovely symbol bid. We don't drink as much of it, and let's not get started with the pumpkin spice thing. I like to keep a neutral playing field in my chats and not all about the pumpkin spice, all right? Especially if it's not a Dune reference. I'm really not there at all. So we've got some things I'm going to do tonight. I've got a not necessarily an agenda planned, but certainly I think it's a high holy day. It's something that we can talk about. It's something that I've talked about ad nauseum, the Sabbats and all of that as a spiritual teacher and witch over the decades. But it is makes sense that a Dionysus archetype would know his holidays, his holy days, and what to do on them, both on a personal level, tribal level, like in terms of groups and covens and ceremonies. I mean, I've led so many freaking Sabbath ceremonies over this lifetime. I've lost count a long time ago. To a point, I don't even have to write stuff down anymore. You just know what to do, kind of deal. And that's fine. That became rote to TE. But nonetheless, I am very, very glad had pagan witch, eclectic witch, Wiccan, whatever you want to call it, in my own backyard for decades. I don't have that backyard anymore. And there's something really different and delicate this year. Do you know what I'm saying? You get the feeling? Oh, people are messaging me with blessed Mabon wishes. Yeah, we're going to get started in a little bit. We officially start at 10 p.m. Eastern, which is like a minute from now. I like to get in the room a little bit early. I know some people like to as well, warm up. There are so many options and things that we can do tonight. But we're going to break from our usual format, which if you have noticed these past couple of times, I have broken from that format to allow the divine to do what it wants to do through me. That sounds tricky, and it is, but that's okay, particularly once I have a shot of that Cuervo Gold, as the kids like to call it, right? I'm going to have a little shot, just one, maybe two. But I have a client tomorrow, 3 p.m. with plenty of time to hydrate and rest and all of that. Unstable, please wait while we try reconnecting. Is it going to be one of those nights? It had to wait until 10 p.m. Yes, it did. Yeah. I'm your host, Mark Angelo, Lyons, spelled for short. professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, which you can call me now. Yes. And I was a high priest of a coven for decades. So, you know, when it comes to pagan sabbats and stuff like that, back of the hand kind of deal, right? It's kind of ancient. It's not like anybody's going to rewrite what it's about, but certainly the means of expression of a holy day, right? And to me, the 8 sabbats of the pagan wheel of the year are me, myself, and the gods, right? Hey, Grace. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Lavola. Hello, my sweethearts. Blessed Mabon to you, too. I can feel them all circling in the air, getting ready to land in our virtual. Should I get like the little way the semaphore, whatever, YMCA, whatever. Wear a towel. So if you have an apple, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Literally download what to do piecemeal in the hour before I go live. Get myself in that limbic state. Allow the divine to give me clues, tips, and hints about what we will be doing. Okay. So yeah, hey, and Maul's in the room, and Rachel's in the room. Hey, Ben, Rachel. Yeah, so we're gonna break from the Make-A-Wish at 10:10 thing. We're gonna go into our prayer in a couple of minutes because I feel like see, how do I do this? I really, really feel like where we are on planet Earth right now. Thank you, Maul. Thank you for the 99-cent chat. If everybody gave me 99 cents, what I'd have a little under $5. The amount of people in the room. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lavola. Thank you, Bidding War for the purple-haired gay witch of Long Island. Lovely. But we are going to say a prayer. We are going to talk a bit about the holiday, about Mabon, about autumnal equinox, about the season itself, which we can talk about for days, but particularly its correlation to the crown chakra, right? The 7th Sabbat, 7th chakra, the sacred truth, live in present time, and the importance of breathwork and transcending the mind. It's all part of it, but all through the gateway of gratitude. That's why a crown chakra of gratitude is the subtitle here. Thank you, Ma. Oh, we've got a bidding war. For what now? See, now, like I said, this, by the way, has been in my fridge, so it is ice cold. I mean, it's not frozen. Well, it's kind of hard to freeze tequila. And I've got a little Wonder Woman mug here with blueberries in it because I don't have spare lemons and limes. I don't drink a lot and I live alone. So, but tonight for a Sabbath, of course, I got my holy blessed salt there. So I'll do a little lick, shoot, suck for you there with the tequila. Yeah, we'll see where the evening goes. I don't plan on doing this all night. I was going to do mantra cards, and my guides were like, cool, don't. Now you're working your brains out. Oh, these twin flame reads. I love them this time. They're definitely more fun for me this time around, but there's still a lot of work. 24 reads in one week is a lot. Just going to say, for me at my age, you know, there's only so much third eye dilation you want to do in a day at my age. Next thing you know, you're having temporal slips. It's ancient Greece. It's Lemuria. It's Brooklyn. It's, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Gets a little bit trying. Yeah. Oh, I'm making all sorts of money here, and we haven't even said the prayer yet. Well, it is 10:05. And it is time for us to get down to business. So I would ask you, please. Hey, Mari. Hey, sweetheart. Hi. Aries was very spot on. You know, the majority of my life, no shit. Next year in the spring, I'm pretty sure it was in the spring, we went to, it's either the spring or the summer, we went to Key West on a family trip when I was 12 years old. And I got my first deck of tarot cards. And I know I was 12 years old. I'm positive of that. The thing is when you read people face to face, you get that there's an intuitive connection and you're reading a very specific energy pattern, and the narratives that come to you clairvoyantly, you have no question about where they're coming from. Really good one-on-one. Never thought that. Hello, good everybody. Saying hi. I want to give you a chance to say hi to yourself too. So proud of myself. I made a cake for Mabon. Didn't have an apple for tonight. No, that's okay. Hey, an apple cake. I'm down with I am down with a apple cake or a soul cake. Wrong holiday, but you know what I mean. Soul cake. Please, good Mrs. Soul cake. Oh no, I've just Peter Pauled and married all over myself. I know we're all having fun. Getting really bad reception tonight. I've only noticed on my end that the connection got spotty once so far. I am keeping my eye on it, and even when I do the prayer and meditation, I'll do it like this, because my third eye it points up, it doesn't point out. Did you know that the pineal gland, the third eye, is shaped like an eye, except it's pointed up, and it even sort of, see, your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. Well, how dare you? Connection is unstable. You don't know me. We're all having fun tonight. Mabon for me is not a hard luck schlep rock SABBAT. It's the second festival. We would feast. We would be feasting. We'd be out in the hills doing all sorts of things in the trees and in the shrubbery. He said shrubbery. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for the Mabon super chat. I do truly appreciate it. So let's do our opening prayer. Everybody, get yourself comfy in a position you could stay in for a couple of minutes, not terribly long. You close your eyes. You don't have to even close your eyes, but if you would, let's get the tequila out of the way. Take a moment. Let's hand this over to our higher power of choice, and see where they take us for this high holy night. Breathe. Take a few, actually. And since it's the evening, how about give yourself a quick body scan? Start at the top of your head, right? And just like this light moving down, this light of awareness, just scanning down for any place that feels tight, tense, or holding on. Do whatever you need to do to get physically comfortable. If you are prone to fall asleep this time of night, wherever you are, make sure that you are supported and that, there's no lit flames or anything around, that if you fall asleep, you do so into something that can catch you comfortably, so that we can just breathe. Because I think the absolute best part about Mabon and its connection to the crown chakra is that the crown chakra has no language. That's all the third eye. Even the throat and the heart have language, right, in their way, but not the crown chakra. The crown chakra is the... So as you're settling in, right, allowing the body to not be laid aside because it's comfortable, but so that it's not the dominant focus, right? That the breath becomes more of the focus, and breathe your awareness into the very top of your head. Like if you ever took ballet, you know about that thread they pull out, right? You know that invisible thread right at the top of your crown, they pull you into alignment, right? Oh, it feels good. And just imagine, pretend, you don't have to visualize it, just imagine it, right? Like it's there, like you're wearing a hat, but it's a 1,000-petaled lotus. Really, just right on the crown. And little by little, those petals begin to relax and unfold. And it allows more and more of those petals to gently relax and unfold. No matter what the internet connection is doing, we're connecting on hi-fi rather than Wi-Fi. Right? Mabon is a true celebration, like Beltane. One of feasting, one of gratitude, one of abundance, one of wealth, of many kinds of wealth. And here we bring that wealth upwards to the crown chakra of the grace of wisdom, principle of truth, that can begin its journey down through the third eye and the throat and the heart and the solar plexus and the solar plex and the sacrum and the root as we incarnate that wisdom, right? To unto others, right? Live with an open heart. Or the sacred truth of the crown chakra, perfect example. Live in present time. That's a lovely thought, but to incarnate a truth like that, to incarnate a thought like that, to bring it all the way through takes time. But as you breathe here in the present moment, it's not so hard. To imagine your thoughts as just a third eye phenomenon moves them along. Elements of air that they are, these thoughts. Because in the crown chakra, we're not dealing with the element of air, we're dealing with the element of spirit. The silent witness, the truth, the height of the soul, the tiptoe of the higher self plugged into the crown, the energy structure within the human body. To breathe that down into the now. To let it grace and touch every cell, every tissue, every organ, every system, every meridian, every chakra. Known and unknown, seen and unseen. And if you like, you can see that as the color purple, violet, if you really want to go with the Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet spectrum. The violet flame of the divine in action, dissolving and consuming all illusion. In our breathe that violet flame in, down, around, and through us. Amplifying with the grace of wisdom and the grace of illumination to light us up, and as we light up all souls begin to remember, even without thoughts. Remember that stillness. Remember that breath. To be a member again with your breath, to be a partner again with your breath in the now. Oh, to feel that pulse of the divine through your veins. It is from this place I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, my collective pantheons of angels, gods, goddesses, masters, and the higher selves of all involved watching live or later, please be here with us. Be with us here now, whose peel will move forward and backwards in time, preparing us for this and paving the way before us for a deeper experience of the divine human form through the gateway of gratitude, that each petal in the 1,000-petaled light of the crown chakra will be more apt to open when we are relaxed, when we are aligned, when we are in flow, when we are living in the present moment through gratitude. A simple practice, but one that truly I cannot penetrate right now, but perhaps the crown can. And isn't that what the violet chakra fire is for? The violet flame of forgiveness and transformation to burn away that's not true. Or at least so I've been told. So dearest God, Goddess, all that is the angelic collective of all the angelic kingdoms currently incarnate on planet Earth and watching planet Earth in the third, fourth, in its transition into fifth dimension. The light codes, with the sound codes, with the truth codes that we need, no matter where we go, particularly once that tequila hits my bloodstream for the well-being of all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So motivating. And so it is. Yeah. I'm kind of glad that my gods take me, I take them probably more seriously than they take me, and yet they show up. So welcome. Welcome all. And Nancy, thank you so much for the $25 super chat. Yes, witch work. And of course, no drag fan to be found. Oh, that's a dereliction of my witchy duties as far as I am concerned. Wait, I know I have another one. Oh, here's one. And here's one. By the way, I'm wearing John Varvatos tonight. And I had to learn that it's John Varvatos, like Barbados. Took me a while. I kept saying Barbados and all this other stuff. So I'm thankful for the wisdom. And let's talk about this a little bit. The crown chakra. Well, that's a little ASMR, isn't it? Do it. Just rip it open. Just rip it off. Doesn't wanna. Oh, split it up the side. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Oh, it's got a little rubber band on it. What is it? Oh, a fresh thorpe. Oh, we do love a maple thorpe, don't we? Oh, that was lovely. Whew, I'm suddenly all hot and bothered. What was I talking about? Oh, right. The crown chakra. 8 sabbats, right? Let's see. Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Letha, Lughnasadh, Mabon, Samhain, right? 8 chakras. Root, sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, star center, right? The one that hovers over your head. I discovered these through the work of Carolyn Mace, her work, Anatomy of the Spirit, that put together the Sanskrit chakra with the Christian sacrament and the 7 levels of the Kabbalistic tree of life. And as I was studying that, my gods overlaid the 8 sabbats on it, and I went, wow, like that. And ever since, let's say it's been a cornerstone of not just my life, philosophy, and practice, but what I teach. Oh, my connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. I apologize for the glitchy. It's 20 minutes after 10 here on the East Coast, so Lord knows what people's kids are watching on the internet. Might be interfering with things, but nonetheless. So, what are you grateful for? The crown chakra, spiritual thanksgiving. It's using the third eye and the third chakra and the heart to build up a momentum of high vibration to bring you up to the crown chakra. And before we're done tonight, we're going to be doing a little breath work, a little meditation to really bring your focus up here with gratitude. And it's a very simple thing to do. What do we do with the apple? You sit on it until we get there. Don't worry. What do you think we're going to do with the apple? We're going to send it through an intergalactic wormhole. No, we are going to bless it and eat it, sweetheart. We think we're going to. Well, there's no one here to pass it to, or is that better done with an orange? Yeah. Good. We're all on the same page, kind of, sort of. We're gonna buff it and polish it and name it George. Oh, on John Varvatos, never polish an apple on John Varvatos. He'll find out about it. Oh no, now it's on the internet. Okay. So what are the things you are thankful for, right? This is a spiritual practice that has gone on, but here's my beef about gratitude work. People are trying to do gratitude work to make shit happen in the world, right? Thank you, The Secret. Thank you, Rhonda Byrne. Ooh, Rhonda Byrne. Oh, yeah, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Have you noticed? Have you been doing gratitude lists and journals for years? And yeah, you get a parking spot here and there, but doesn't necessarily manifest everything you want, right? Because the universe knows when you're trying to hack the divine plan, and the divine plan is unhackable. You're going to get everything you're supposed to get when you're supposed to get it, right? Just like Grandma said. You'll get it when I'm good and ready to give it to you, says the universe. So rather, I wanted to share with you a thing here from The Universe Always Has a Plan by Matt Kahn. Oh, and I wanted to, by the way, mention another book that a dear friend of mine wrote, and some of you may know Liam Hernson. I won't say his 3D name, but he wrote a book called Rune Elements, and it's really good. And I'm actually in the dedication here. He dedicated part of. I'm in the dedication. Let's just say that. He's a student of mine, and if you're into the runes and all that stuff, just got to say there are rune spreads in here. It's essentially Well, it's called Rune Element, the modern view of the ancient runes, all the way from finding the wood and cutting it. And he used to do these workshops at the Silver Broom. So he turned it into a book. So Liam, L-L-I-U-M, S as in Sam, Herneson, H-E-R-N-E-S-O-N. So I'm not getting any money for that. He's just a dear friend of mine. I like to promote my friends. But this is different. This is the universe always has a plan. So the 10 golden rules of letting go, the subtitle. And the third golden rule is hardships can be fast-tracked through thankfulness. So I've got a little something I want to read about that too. But I also think it would be a good idea for us to kind of talk about it a little bit instead of like, let's use, oh, sorry, this is for the apple. Let's use gratitude to like get what we want or manifest something. If the gods know. No, it doesn't work like that. Mal, I watched your video today and I really enjoyed it. I have to say that you seem to be getting younger. Well, let's just say ministry life took its toll. It was a bit draining, a bit political, a bit stifling, a bit of a fucking straitjacket for all of those years, to be totally honest with you. And I'm really glad I'm not a minister anymore. Ugh, people want me to marry them. Poof, you're married. Not really that interested. I did it for a really long time. I am a teacher, not a leader. And essentially, being a minister, it is a form of leadership, and people put you up on pedestals to knock your shit back down, and no thanks. Hard pass, never again. The clergy life I'm done with. So there you have it. I haven't learned my runes yet. I know you meant runes, but I'm going to get there. I want to learn all about it. And the thing is I actually studied with Freya Aswin briefly, not like a long-term thing. It was like, I think twice in my life. One was at a camping event, a pagan camping event, which I will not name. And the other, she came and taught at the Silver Broom in Staveville, and got to hang out with her. She came to my house afterwards. She's intense. She's intense, Freya Aswin, no question. Her book, Leaves of Yggdrasil, The Rune Mysteries, I think aren't her other ones. You remember my thing with names. But I learned through her that every rune is connected to a Norse god. Oh, that wasn't in Ralph Blum's book. Don't talk about Ralph Blum in front of Freya Aswin, apparently. I didn't. I knew better. But that's the thing. So anyway, Blessed Be. Oh, is that my? Yeah, there she is. Sorry, the connection is too choppy. Blessed Mabon, sweetheart. Sorry, I guess it's by location because I've only noticed it glitch here twice, or maybe 3 times. I took a rune class, but never really learned, but I like the story that goes with the runes. Yeah, plucking out an eyeball and hanging upside down on the world tree Yggdrasil for 9 days has its perks. If you're Odin, you know, everybody else is just like all the blood rushes to their head and they lost an eye. I wouldn't try it. In other words, please don't try this at home. Anyway, remember, I taught this stuff for decades. I talk about this stuff quite a bit. But back to gratitude. Now, I want you to take a nice deep breath, right? Everybody that takes take a nice deep breath. Bring yourself into this present moment. If you like, you can put your hand on the top of your head just to kind of bring you here and now, right? Like when somebody's all wound up and you put your hand on their head like a kid, and you're just like, calm down, sweetheart. It's okay. And now ask yourself, right in this moment, small, what am I thankful for right now? Large or small or anywhere in between. What am I thankful for right now? What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for my path. I'm grateful for red delicious apples. Now I just went from great to small, right? Because breath is pretty big. What am I grateful for? You feel free if you want to like type some stuff in. Sometimes it triggers people's process. What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for my health. It's really good, actually, apparently. I'm thankful for my work. I'm thankful for laughter. I'm thankful for my mom. And what we're doing here is building a gratitude momentum, right? The same thing as if you started complaining, which is sort of the opposite of gratitude, right? Just bitching and moaning, right? And we're not trying to change the vibe. We're not trying to change the universe. We're just using the mind as a tool. What else am I thankful for? I'm thankful for candles, and I'm thankful for candle magic. And I'm thankful for Matt Kahn and his love revolution. That's really all of our love revolution, but I love that he named it that. And I'm very thankful for YouTube. And I'm very thankful for my subscribers and for people finding my channel. And I'm really thankful that my work is helping people in a way that I never saw coming. I'm thankful for my crystals too, the ones, you know, not any internal ones, I'd rather not. I am very thankful for connecting with you all. I'm thankful for our little community here on YouTube and on Facebook, our Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, little communitesque, all right? I'm thankful for my kitty cats. My boys were so sweet today. It's like they knew it was a high holy day. Snuggly and loving and warm. I'm thankful for my couch because I can snuggle on it with my cats and watch TV on my breaks. Thankful for my absolute. I'm thankful for my path, my prayer. I'm thankful for prayer. I'm thankful for meditation. So though we didn't like give ourselves a number from 1 to 10 where we feel, but can you feel the heart sort of relaxing? It puts you in receptive mode. Gratitude really is a skill of the feminine, if you think of it that way, because even though you are giving thanks, there's something about gratitude that opens you, right? I'm going to read you a little something here, and then we'll get to the apple. Oh, I have to, sorry, I bookmarked it on the page before. Matt Kahn tells a little bit about how he came across this particular golden rule. Hardships can be fast-tracked through thankfulness. Now, we talked about this when, let's just say earlier this year, right? Because I got this book earlier this year and I was sharing what I was learning along the way. But like anything else, when someone gives you 10 steps to something, you forget what they are over time. And it's knowing that Mabon was coming, I started doing the gratitude work, and then they were like, third book. I was like, oh. And so today I read it. I mean, he's telling a personal story here, which I'm not going to go into because it's too much. But here, I'll take it here. As thank you, the words thank you, became hardwired into me, the little boy who spent the majority of his life hiding from moments of judgment, denial, exclusion, embarrassment, and ridicule, felt safe enough to step forward and merge with my adult self. Part of that inner child stuff, right? This gave me the ability to open my heart to a greater capacity without being a larger moving target for other people's insecurities and frustrations. This highlights the third golden rule. Hardships can be fast-tracked through moments of thankfulness. Hardship, now pay attention to this because I want you to think about this year, because what I'm going to ask you is a very important question after I do this. In other words, I'm just not reading to you from a book. There's a pop quiz. There'll be a quiz. There'll be a quiz. Of course there is. I'm a Virgo. Of course there's going to be a quiz. Hardship is how your nervous system responds to adversity. I think we can all agree with that, right? We call it hardship. The nervous system calls this hardship, right? Adversity is how you perceive and relate to change or loss. You think? Change and loss are some of the deepest ways in which life evolves you out of ego and into alignment with your soul. Yeah. Would we agree with that, with what we've been through? How many of you feel like you're more egoic or more soulful than from January, right? Put soul or well, you don't have to do that. Who's going to write, yeah, I'm more egoic than I was before, right? Who's going to do that, right? Change and loss occur through moments of renewal and erosion that come and go like the seasons, or weather patterns. As you experience the nature of change and loss from the soul's sense of excitement instead of the ego's perception of judgment, you are able to let go with authenticity and ease, right? So you hear so much about letting go. Oh, just let it go, let it go, let him go, let her go, let it go, let it go. Well, have you received the gift in it? We'll get there. Only the soul lets go. That's important. The ego does not let go. It says right here, equally so. All the ego can do is maintain struggle, judgment, and negotiation. With the utmost respect for its purpose in your evolution, what's the battle cry of the ego? I wasn't ready to let go of that yet. Look at 2020. I wasn't ready to let go of that yet. I wasn't ready to let go of that yet. The ego will never be ready to let go of anything. Absolutely true. It can't, because to let go is to accept evolution. You may wonder, why can't the ego accept evolution? Because evolution requires leaving the ego behind. Therefore, the ego cannot agree to something it cannot be a part of. And here's the paradox. With enough time and experience, steeping in heart-centered consciousness, the ego releases its control as a result of your alignment with thankfulness. Your mantra for rule number 3, whether silently or aloud, repeat the following words. Thank you for this gift. There's our spell for tonight. Thank you for this gift. Notice the way the sentence is constructed. It begins with thank you, which is anchoring the vibration of gratitude or thankfulness. The sentence ends with gift, which is the affirmation that something is only here to positively move you forward in evolution. No matter the circumstance in view, it's literally a cosmic rule that anything received as a gift will always contain some form of benefit. It goes on. Considering the year that we've had, my friends, considering the year that we've had, what's the gift? Crown chakra, the grace of wisdom lives in the crown chakra, along with the grace of illumination, the companion grace. What have you learned? What have you learned viscerally, not just here? What have you learned in a way, because the crown chakra is the crown? A wisdom that is so incarnate through your being now that you don't even realize you learned it. How about healthier boundaries? I've learned healthier boundaries. How about learning to say no? Oh, have I learned to say no like never before this year, right? How about acting on your gut, like acting on your intuition, like not doubting it, knowing when it's not right to do something, even if it's only when not to do something, when instead of when to do something. Now that I know that it's my ego that can't let go, right? And that's why to love the ego, not to let it drive the show. That's why this loving the heart, right? And allow, like, oh, please, Farm Boy, the fight to let go of Farm Boy, he still is in my energy field. I have no idea why. I just wish I could just hack it out of my energy field, but it doesn't work that way, right? So that's the pain, the ego, the whatever. And I've learned, and particularly today, brought me to my knees this morning. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this gift of these thoughts. Thank you for this gift of this process of learning to let go. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this gift of the thoughts of this person that seem to not leave me alone. Thank you for, because from the soul's larger perspective, everything's a gift, but not to the ego, right? And this isn't about brutalizing the ego or trying to make it go away or demonizing it. It's allowing it to play its role as the grain of sand in the belly of the oyster that creates the pearl of wisdom. It's essential. It just is. Happy Mabon. Hey, Edwin. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, we've got new people in the room. Hi. Here I am, just pontificating and whatnot. Where's Kevin? Hi, Kevin. I don't see you in here. There you are, Kevin. Happy Equinox family. Oh, I couldn't see you because of all the freaking emojis on there. I can tell you're on your phone. Oh, very, very cool. It's so nice to have you all here. So that being said, our mantra for tonight, if you want to go with it, is thank you for this gift. So what we're going to do is, this is why I said get an apple. You do not need the apple. It's symbolic, if anything. but as a focal point of gratitude. Now I'm going to do my end of it, this gift of fill in the blank. Now I'm going to verbalize mine. You obviously can verbalize yours, but I will not. No one else will be hearing yours unless obviously there are other people in the room. But it's okay to start off with something like, you know, it's so easy to get like all the hills are alive with the sound of mucus. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you for this gift and hardship that has changed my life. No, well, thank you for this gift of breath. There we go. Thank you for this gift of breath. Because this year taught us how important the breath is, huh? This gift of unity, showing us that we're not just all connected, we're all really dependent upon each other for survival in this world. Thank you for the gifts of the emotional bonds that serve us, both positive and negative, the ones that inspire us to grow, and grow we have, as well as those that bring comfort. Thank you for the solitude that has helped us to focus inward and make our spiritual path a bit more tangible as we reach for it for stability when the outside world is so chaotic and change. Thank you for the devastations that have come to us, our own belief systems that we thought things were a certain way, but now those ways are gone. Making room. Yes, and the old, making way for the new to come in its natural. And thank you for the gift of love, because we've mourned so much. So much. There are more gifts to be in the love that we can feel. Thank you for the gift of heartbreak, whether it was one-on-one personal or heartbreak over the things we've witnessed in the world, on TV or in our own lives. The travesties, the tragedies, inspiration to look past a divinity within the humanity. This is crown chakra gratitude. This is the crown of gratitude. That higher gratitude of the soul that even now down to you. Imagine yourself sitting in the penthouse of your crown chakra and looking down at the character you play on the street far below in the root chakra. Just imagine that. With all of his or her, for every prayer uttered from our street level selves, our egos, our personalities, the tumultuous information. Thank you for enduring. Thank you for thank you for this gift of transformation. Thank you for this gift of embodying compassion for ourselves. Thank you for the alchemy of the crucible, the heat and the pressure that over time transforms even coal to diamond, lead to gold. Thank you for the gift of the opportunity to shine like we never have before because times have been so dark, to find hope where we never thought we would before within our own hearts and minds and souls. Thank you for this gift that truly is the great awakening to unity consciousness. We're paying the check as we go. And thank you for the guides and the masters. Thank you for the gift of the guidance and the grace from our guides, our masters, our teachers, our gods, our goddesses, our saints, our angels, our totems, our healers, our ancestors. And thank you for the gift of the divine plan that all is well. We don't see it, but we can proclaim it silently. Somehow, some way, there's a divine plan in play. And it may be heaven, though it seems like hell. According to the divine plan, all is well. That we are birthless, deathless, guiltless, sinless souls, all of us, not just watching this stream, everybody. Chosen to play roles, and this is to make us better. And this world is a gift. But the soul knows it. The soul knows it. All of this gratitude, and place it in the apple. And remember that the elements of earth, air, water, and spirit exist within all things. That the pendulum of life, the unity of all things, and gratitude, thankfulness, fast tracks us through what we need to go through to be the best that we could be, to be magnificent, to be refined, to be restored, shaped, to be remade in the crucible. Thank you for this gift. So motivating. Blessed Mabon. Oh, take a minute. That's a magical act as far as I'm concerned. Give me a little typety type so I know you're still here. Last thing I see here is hi, Kevin. I will finish that delightful, delicious, lovely apple later because it's really good. That's one thing I love about red, delicious apples. Truth in advertising. And you know what it's time for? It's time for Uncle Mal. I used to get in trouble for that as a kid all the time. Stop licking the knife. I cut my tongue out. Not sponsored, just. How are we all doing? I'm giving you time to settle down in between magical spiritual practices. I want to burn you out. Oh, God, it's not even 11 o'clock yet. All right. In the tradition of Cuervo drinkers everywhere. God, I haven't done this in a dog's age. And I'm doing it with blueberries because they didn't have citrus. And they're small blueberries, so you know they're tart as fuck. Shanti Tanta, blessed Mabon. Whoa. Woo! Father Mucker. It's been a while. Woo! Oh, I think that just cleared some earwax out of my my ears. One would think is where the earwax would be. No, technically it does take 30 minutes for alcohol to process through the body to the point where you get tipsy. That was really good. Hey, everybody. So how we doing? I've got salt and blueberry juice and tequila. You know the cards are going to stick tomorrow. I'm going to have to re-wax this in the morning. Oh, well. A little old English goes a long way. The finisher polish, not an actual guy. How we doing? We feeling it yet? Now remember, in the olden days of, I don't know, 10 years ago or less, there would be Mabon festivals where people would be outdoors drumming around campfires, right? Well, at least this past weekend or this, and we would be jumping up and down, right? We would be having a good time and feasting, because that's what Mabon was for. It was the taking in of the second harvest, and you had to finish the harvest, right? Doesn't it ends at Samhain, Halloween. Technically, Samhain's a week after, when the sun's at 15 degrees Scorpio, but that's another story. So yeah, the harvest season would obviously continue for another month and a half. But understand that the turning of the wheel of the year. So this was my contribution to it. But I did want to end us on something a little bit different. For the Evo, do keep in mind the crown chakra. Hold on one second. Blueberries. They are sweet. I was expecting them to be wicked sour. Wicked sour. I wanted to end with a little bit of a breathing thing, right? Yes, we can do it virtually, and we have been. Everybody loves my Wonder Woman. Diana. I named her. What's her name? So what we're going to do is we're just getting this ready for my before dinner, my before night. Leave some of it out for the Fae and keep them out of my house. A little breath work. Here's the thing. Remember, the crown chakra has no language, right? Just like an antenna isn't hearing the music, it's taking the energy, the vibration, and translating it through a transducer into something that can be heard. So what we're going to do is we are going to very, very simply use 2-word mantra, right? Mantra means mind tool in Sanskrit, among other things. But just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to start it with the breath, right? And we're going to focus it first in the heart, as we usually do, right? Like saying thank you to your heart, saying thank you to the child of your heart, to Mother Earth within your heart, right? Like all of that stuff. And then we're going to move it up, 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 bit by bit. I'll talk you through that. So that with the breath, and you can do this silently or aloud, when we really get to the crown chakra in the top of the head, it's not so much a mantra anymore, so much as it's like dropping a drop of water in a still pond and letting it until you need to drop it again, right? So it's not exactly a mantra so much as it's like dropping something into the energy field of the crown chakra. You with me? Everybody got it? Get comfy. And again, I may do some interesting breathing patterns here because I do breath work every day. Oh, if you saw what I did before I hit record for these readings, man, it's Wim Hof all day long. But you breathe at your own pattern. You breathe in a way that works for you. You say what works for you. This isn't a class. This is a collaboration in a way, right? A spiritual collaboration for autumnal equinox. And keep in mind, and this is something that the Ashaya monks taught me, gratitude is indeed an attitude of increase. What you give thanks for is supposed to multiply. If you're doing it just to multiply it, it doesn't really work that way. It's inauthentic, right? It's just words. Here's an opportunity to give thanks for all the crown chakra stuff that will reverberate through every other chakra. By the way, the pituitary gland is connected to the crown chakra, and that is my research. I know what I'm talking about. It's Carolyn Mays. You ready? Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. See, what I would love to do is run around my neighborhood and just like before I do this, like snip everybody's cable line, but that's illegal. You know, I'll just do that apparently. Nor have I ever tried, nor do I actually have wire cutters. So I think we're safe. Please get comfortable in a position you can stay in for a couple of minutes. If it glitches and you can't hear me, you know what the process is. Let's see how this goes. Everyone, close your eyes and breathe. And allow your focus of breath to bring you right into the center of your chest. And silently or aloud, you're talking to your heart chakra. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A simple mantra, right? 2 words. Thank you. And let the breath be the carrier of that mantra in terms of thought to the heart, right? Because when you inhale, where is the air going? Into the lungs and the heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can put your hands on your heart if you like. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Move it up to the throat. Thank you. Oh, thank you. 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 Up to the third eye. Thank you. 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 Crown chakra. Thank you. When you need it, just say the words. Thank you. Being in the present moment in gratitude. Thank you. Rippling down through all the cells of your body. Thank you. Thank you. Now you are being gratitude. Thank you. When the mind starts to move too much, just drop it. Thank you. And that stillness, the stillness of the silent witness, witnessing the eternal now. Thank you. Thank you. And from this place now, from the crown, see planet Earth hovering in your heart chakra, the hologram of the one heart as Mother Earth. And say to her completeness, her air, her fire, her water, her earth. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you. And see now that child of your heart, your inner child, holding Mother Earth in its arms, like a hug. It's wrapping itself around the holographic image of Mother Earth in your heart. and say to that child, thank you. Thank you for your innocence. It never goes away. Thank you for your companionship. Thank you for being my inner child. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for teaching me what it is I'm really feeling in my heart. And thank you for helping me heal my soulmate child of my heart. Thank you for holding the pin codes to my success. Thank you for connecting me to every heart holographically, so as my heart heals, all hearts heal. And thank you so much for loving me back, for trusting me little by little over time, with every I love you, with every thank you, with every time I let you cry in the safety and sanctity of our own private home and space. Thank you for the alchemy and the magic, beloved child of my heart. Earth, for giving me the body, that my soul could come in and play this game, learning and growing and becoming the best that I can be through hardship and ecstasy both, and everything in between. Thank you. Thank you, one heart. Thank you, God. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, my pantheons. And of course, thank you, my YouTube friends. You can open your eyes if you like, because I'm looking right at you in a crown chakra kind of way. Thank you. Thank you for your work and your service, because every time you cry a tear, every time you feel a feeling, you're healing the world. Every time you pray, every time you meditate, every time you are compassionate, particularly to yourself, every time you say, I love you to your own heart, you are helping this world heal. Thank you for incarnating. Thank you for being part of the great awakening, the ascension of planet Earth, the apocalypse, whatever you want to call it. Thank you. I love you. And thank you for allowing me my hour to strut and fret. It is almost 11:05. I started at 9:55. I think that's more than enough time. Enjoy your Mabon. Enjoy the readings. Enjoy my channel. Enjoy each other. Enjoy this life. Enjoy the breath. And if you care to, say it twice with me to be doubly blessed, my darlings. Hail. Farewell. Blessed Mabon. And blessed be. Good night.